Alright, welcome people. Round 2, ASRNZ. Qualifying 1 at Hockenheim. Tonight, it's our 9-minute quali that we're in the middle of here. Just watching the boys completing their first flying lap. Welcome Davo, welcome.
Oh, thanks Farmer. And yeah, welcome all viewers and obviously the drivers here for round 2 of the seasons. Should be a cracker at Hockenheim here.
Yeah.
Some good pace. Nice track for these cars to drive on. It's got some width and yeah, should provide some good racing.
Yeah, it's been a while since we've raced on this track. A couple of comments from the boys in practice saying they haven't really been that familiar with it. But it takes me back to the Toka 2 days on PlayStation.
Yeah, definitely got some history, although the layout's changed over a few times over the years, but yeah, the old Toka 2 days, season showing your age there.
PS1, mate. Yeah, it was on, mate. Yeah, it was cool, wasn't it?
Yeah, I know it was good. That was good. Paved the way to bigger and better things like this stuff.
So what do we got? Minute 40.2 for Clint. Obviously that's around the pace that people will be aiming for. They're getting into the 40s. Nick and Aaron there. A couple good times. Of course we do have the 5 top runners from the last round sitting qualifying out.
Of course, yes.
Yeah, so they will be off the back.
And that's the new qualifying rules.
That's the new qualifying rules, and I think you'll find that they will be going out later on just to do a formation lap to get themselves in the correct grid order.
Of course.
Yes.
Yeah.
Actually not much action coming across the line here at the moment.
No, just looking out on track there. I noticed actually, I was just reading just quickly that I think we've got a couple of drivers out this week, either through personal commitments or some hardware failure. I think too, with Carlo, aka Racing Mule, having a graphics card dying on him.
Oh, right.
During the week, so yeah, a few boys out this week for one reason or another, and
yeah, good stuff. Yeah, I know B-Dog has put in his apologies. He's away. Racing Mule out with a card, okay. That's
yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, the PC is a fickle little beast, and you know these things do happen, and usually at the worst time. So I'm sure he will be back next week. Just watching Gleno circulating, but it's definitely setting the pace there. He's obviously got a few laps of practice up his sleeve during the week.
He's got a clear 6/10 on the rest of the field, isn't he?
Yeah.
All on his own.
With I mean, Nick, like you're saying, 6 cents behind, and which is good to see. We always keen to see how Nick goes, and he did pretty well last week. Few little hiccups, but did pretty well overall. Aaron in third at the moment with Ashley, the old bloke, not too far behind in fourth with a 41.1. Not too bad at all. Jetho rounding out the top 5 there.
Jeffro in 5, yeah. And I believe actually Jeffro, possibly Steve Melling, are carrying a little bit of restrictor on the car.
Oh, quite possibly, yeah. Just due to their position in the points, yeah.
Yes. So coming across the line, he's into the 39s, 9. Yeah, look, a stellar time there.
That's quick.
He's really just rubbing it in a little bit on the rest
Yeah.
of the field there, actually, isn't he?
There's
Yeah.
no need for that, really.
There's no need for that. Yeah. The 610s he could have put in the pits, actually.
Probably. Okay. As
What do we got
I
here?
think
Dre. So Rob coming across. Rob's moved himself up to 9th.
Just back in the pits. Owen. There you go.
Pit. Everybody really in the pits. We've got Rob out on track.
A couple of guys still out on track there, but looks like the main players have completed their.
Rob might be out on track, but he's not actually going anywhere.
Oh, that's interesting.
That actually looks like pretty much it, to be fair.
It does. It does. So there we are. Gleno with a 39.9. Like you said, Farmer, pretty well showing off there. Nick, Aaron, Ashley, and Jeffro running at the top 5. Stephen not far behind, really. Good time with 41.7. And with Mark, BK, and Anthony Chesnut, and Robbo rounding at the top 10. Robbo with a 142.8. So, that's a fair chunk of time between first and 10th there, to be honest. It'll be interesting to see how
2.8 seconds is a bit of a spread there.
There is a bit of a spread there. And with still, look, that top 6, 5 or 4 out of the top 6, they're carrying restrictor percentages. So, they were pretty good, those boys, just to still be up there at the pointy end.
So just looking at the back markers here, so we've got Crossy, John McDonald, Aztec, Mudgee, and must be one more that's sat out, Quali. Not too sure who that was.
John McDonald?
Yeah, John Boy, Crosby. Oh, there's another one on the next page.
Was it not Mudgee? No, maybe.
Mudgee is in there. Yeah, Mudgee set it out. Yeah.
And so they've done a formation lap just to get their cars in the correct position for the start of the race here, as you mentioned earlier. And now as we sit on the grid, and we've got a countdown for about another minute.
Yeah. Good looking grid. Noticing the stands are actually empty in the background there, Dave. I wonder if the public's got the wrong day. No one seems to have turned up. There's certainly plenty of vacant seats out there in the grandstands.
There is. If you're looking for tickets, I think they're going cheap at the moment. So
you can pretty much walk in at the moment. Yes,
it shouldn't be a problem. I think security will let you through.
Funny.
Yeah, and a fine looking field. The cars, a lot of well skinned cars there. Place that looks spectacular. The boys all starting to rev up as the lights come on.
All right, away we go. Well done, guys.
And away we go. Oh, nice and tidy through turn 1 there. A little bit of corner clipping there, but everybody very respectful. Plenty of room given. As the boys hustle there, the 2 Castrol cars very close together into turn 2 there, I think it is, and as they try and find their space on track, and looking relatively clean. I haven't seen any mishaps so far, so that's looking like a pretty good start there.
It is.
Very tidy, very tidy.
BK doing a move down the inside of Steve-O to the hairpin there. It's got that done,
BK,
not a problem.
yeah, BK
Yeah,
and the push
well
cam
done.
car quickly passed Stephen in the other Audi. And,
Certainly good range of view on that pussy cam.
no, without a doubt. Stephen looking like he's struggling with that car. Actually, I wonder whether he's made a setup error. The car's run wide on a couple of corners there, allowing Mark.
Yes, Mark
Just
Josco, the Beamer.
Mark Josco,
Yeah.
just to range right up behind him there with Anthony Chestnut not too far behind him, so that's bunching up.
And you're right, actually, because Steve-O was right on the tail of his teammate there.
Yeah.
He's lost a lot of time already.
Yeah, he has. So that car's struggling to come up to speed.
Have we got a tyre choice? Do we know if anybody running the hards, like Steve-O gone for a hard tyre?
Well, quite possibly. I think there is a tyre choice. That would explain some I suppose some turn-in issues if the temperatures aren't right, as they're in their second lap now.
Yeah, well done, boys. Is that the opening lap done? All nice and clean. Didn't see any
Very
incidents offhand. We're still watching Steve-O there. We might just move up the road a little bit. Ashley and Jeffro very close to battle.
I just see, I noticed Mudgy just slipped off the circuit there with a bit of understeer.
Is that right?
And lost the position to Robbo, and looks like actually Bear Grylls is just probably applying a little pressure as well. Robbo.
Error.
Very close to Ferrari there on the exit.
He was telling me that he still hasn't really got that Vegemite sticking yet. Did we not have this in the shakedown? Is he not corrected this problem?
Yeah, well, I mean, the Ferraris definitely no slouch, but it's all about the level. It's all about levels. The butter, the Vegemite, the toast. He's got to get it right, and he clearly is still struggling with that. As I see.
I think that's Aaron. That was the Aaron Enright contingent there. Backwards turned himself around. He was one of our front runners. I think he qualified top 3, didn't he?
Yeah.
That's a big off for him.
That's cost him a lot of positions. That's it's interesting. We've seen a few boys just in the first opening laps here, just running wide, and he's Aaron there clearly spinning away. And there he goes. He's off the track again. So it's obviously boys having either there's clearly grip issues, whether it's a tyre temperature thing or just track temperature thing. So interesting to watch that now. Aaron just tries to find his space there around the other cars. Is that his teammate?
His teammate there, Crossy, coming through, isn't it?
Crossy coming through after starting from rear of field. And only starting from rear field because of a stellar effort last week, where he pretty well dominated the night in that car. So it'll be interesting to watch him tonight.
Yes, he did. He drove away with race 2, didn't he, last week?
He did.
We'll just put him off the back of this one. We'll see how he gets on.
Ooh, who's that off there?
We've got Jake going backwards. Few spots there.
Oh, it was Jake. It was Jake, yes.
Yeah.
It's allowed Dre to apply a little bit of temperature to the back of that McLaren, but not a lot. He's pushed back straight away there from that.
Yes. So
just
pick up the front here at the Clinton's virtually streaked away already. It's 3.5 second lead now. What have we done? 2 laps. That's not great statistics, is it? We'll really have that sort of gap on the field.
Yeah, he's definitely stamped his authority on the race immediately, as we just see. Oh, side by side there through the kink. Jeff holding his ground. Ashley's not going to let that go. I'd say. I think he can taste the blood.
Yeah, look, this should be good for Ashley. He's running I think 10% restrictor on the Castro McLaren, and of course the peanut butter Ferrari. Ooh, we got some big error by Ash.
Yeah,
just talking him up, mate. There's the commentator's curse right there, isn't it?
Yeah, I just wondered whether he got a bit of aero wash there. He was tucked right up underneath his wing there as they went into the kink, and the car just looked like it fell off the road there. So.
I was just going to say that he was probably going to have a great battle, and he might be able to get one over on Jeff there, but quite clearly he was obviously pushing 10 tenths there, and he's made that little error.
Yeah. Tricky track this. It's got some interesting camber and apex through the back complex there, and quite easy to make a mistake. You know, it's almost blind corners as they run into that last sector. So
yes, there is when you come into the stadium area there. There's that right. I did a couple of laps just to familiarise myself, and you're right. There's a couple of blind corners that are almost a little bit off camber. Very easy to catch you out.
Yeah, particularly when they're up close behind each other too, and it's hard enough just when you can see the road, but they can easily be onside. To see Mudgy here again, struggling with that Vegemite Ferrari, just a little bit further forward there, and
yeah, I was just watching him get the move done on Anthony there. Out of the hairpin.
Yeah, so he's done well there, although the car definitely doesn't look like it's up to pace yet. So still struggling with the ratios, like you said, Farmer.
Yeah. I wonder if it's the type of toast he's using.
Well, possibly. Maybe he's using margarine or something.
But to be fair, well, actually, you might want him to go have a look at his teammate is carrying a slightly more restrictor and is up at P3, so they will be obviously sharing sets, those two boys.
Yep. Just have a quick look behind there, Stephen Melling. His car's obviously come up to speed as he attacks the back of the Pussycam car.
Oh yes. You can see Ashley again. And he's drifted off into the wall.
Is that Ashley Venator off in the wall?
It was.
Badly.
Yeah,
that was nasty.
Saw a whole lot of uncharacteristic behaviour from that McLaren.
Absolutely.
Wallowing in the background.
Whether that had contact or not, or he had some sort of failure. It's unusual for it to be at speed so far off the circuit there. And definitely made very heavy contact with the wall, so it'd be interesting to see whether that car's damaged or not. But just a quick rundown through the field.
Go through the field, yeah. So start at the top there. 7.2 seconds now to Gleno.
Totally dominating that top spot there.
Just watching Nick run wide, coming around the final couple of corners there.
Easily done.
Jeffro only 1.4 seconds behind Nick now. He'll have his eyes forward on that. Fourth place, running the Pussycam view, BK, and obviously he's got Steve-O in fifth place, like right on his heels.
Still applying plenty of pressure, yeah.
Back to sixth of Mark Josko there.
In the BMW?
In the BMW, yes. With the Vegemite machine in his mirrors, Mudgy. And then we've got another 2.9 seconds back to Anthony Chester in the Lambo, the first of the Lambos coming through. Followed by another gap back to John McDonald, who's running quite a heavy amount of restrictor on his car. He's really trying to get the most he can out of coming from the back there.
Yeah, and not far behind it we see Aaron after recovering from a bit of an earlier spin there, just trying to make the most of his race really after that, and I suppose him and Ashley Vedager just right behind him there, both of them making the most of probably a bad start for the race. Unusual to see, well I suppose Crossy's just not far behind him there as well, I noticed, and he's actually would be carrying some BOP as well. So
Crossing's actually the current leader of the championship, so he has he's been pummeled. I've been told that one BOP equals 1 horsepower of restrictor, so Crossy's had 50 horsepower taken off his car.
And it's showing.
And it is showing. But still in 12 off.
That's right.
From the back.
Yeah, and if we just drop back a little bit further, we've got Bear Grylls in the only Skyline in the race tonight. Another one missing is Simo.
Oh, Kenny, we're missing Kenny again.
With the other Nissan, but Bear Grylls waving the Nismo flag there tonight in 13th. Aztec not too far behind him in the old Audi, the old Valvoline Audi. It's the classic retro Audi. Looking good as ever, but he's just not looking real speedy tonight on this Hockenheim track. Not far behind him.
Yes.
Who have we got next? Rob in a later model Audi. Dre is.
Be honest, you got all excited. You've seen you at kitchen, man.
Just keeping him honest. Not too far behind there. Jake also recovering in one of the McLarens after an earlier incident, and again just trying to make the most of his race after a small mishap. Not too far behind, we've got Owen and Destroy, who is a lap down currently. And
a lap down, actually.
Yeah.
Good looking McLaren, actually, though.
Very good looking McLaren, and good to see that he's just continuing along on his race, and even being a lap down, and still willing to participate, which is good.
Still, one of our newer members is Destroyed there. He's still trying to get his head around the sim racing. He does a bit of real life racing, and he's
awesome.
He's trying to put it to practice on the sim rig. And,
get the grips of it. Yeah.
He's quite clearly shaking his head. It's a lot trickier than he expected it to be.
I'm sure it is. I'm sure it is.
A lot of us think we can jump on here and go good from real life to sim, and these things are quite that way.
No. And
he's having a good battle though. He's not on his own. He's got
no, he's doing okay though. And it's all about practice, and the more Ks he spends up and hours he spends on track, the quicker he'll get. I just noticed Aztec actually was able to slip past Bear Grylls there, so he's popped himself up into 13th position, which I'm sure he'll be happy about. Just another rung up on the ladder as he deals with a bit of lock up into
very deep into the corner there, didn't he? Yes.
But dealt with it well. I feel it looks pretty settled in at the moment. A few little battles going on, but
much really action, is there?
Nah.
Oh, Bear drifting way out to the sandpit behind Aztec there on the exit of the corner.
Maybe struggling for a little bit of front end grip out of the Nismo. I think a few guys are struggling with this. Just pick up on the Vegemite car if you can. Mark
yes, Mark Josco and Mudgy.
Josco had had a little bit of a bloody slip as he come out of the final corner there, and the Ferrari was awfully close to the back of that BMW, but they've both been able to keep it together. Look at this. This isn't finished yet.
Did I just see the video might go around the outside there, but Josco's decided there's not. I'm like, it's not happening, mate. Yeah.
He's not giving up, and look at this. Under brakes by the Ferrari.
He's going to crisscross him on the exit. Oh, nice tight racing.
This is nice tight racing. Good respect from both drivers. Good spatial awareness. Oh, here we go. Is he going to try and tuck it up there? He's definitely making sure he knows he's there.
He is, and I like the way Mark's not setting himself up going into the corner, but he's looking for something out of the corner.
Yeah.
And he's positioning that car to try and get a crisscross run or some sort of extra something out of the corner on the exit so that he can make advantage of Munchie there.
As he slips back a bit, just pop back in position there. Pop back a bit to Anthony, John and Aaron there, because looks like John's, with the pressure from Aaron, has picked up the pace a little bit. I think he wants to get in front of that Lamborghini and get a bit of a break on these two McLarens behind him. Or three McLarens, should I say, behind him.
And with Aaron, Ashley, and Crossy behind.
It is Crossy,
now. This is going to probably bunch up a little bit here.
Ooh, so we get down. Oh, there we go. A little bit of contact from John and Aaron. Aaron turns the car around. That was unfortunate. As the boys carry on.
Was there a bit of a touch up there? Did I miss that?
No, there was contact. Aaron had slipped down the inside, and maybe with John being a little unawares, and just a little bit of a touch on the door, and
and John's drifted wide on the exit there.
John's wide there.
I think that's allowed Ash to get the run on him. Yes, it has too.
And he easily gets it done.
Well done.
And good to see Ash's cars survived that big impact earlier in the race.
Absolutely.
So he's clearly still got a handle on that car, and he's pushing. Look at Crossy up the outside of John. It's all happening here as we run down to the final minutes of the race.
Oh, and a nice big wobble of that McLaren in the front out of that corner there. And obviously, Ashley has got his hands full in that car.
He does, and
he'll know that he's got a slight advantage on these two if he can just put it together.
He does now. Look, with John, with the pressure of Crossy behind him now, it looks like he's gone into a bit of a defensive mode. But this is for 9th, 10th, and 11th. You'd think it was for 1st, 2nd, and 3rd, but these guys going hammer and tong, and every position counts, of course. And John, geez, that Marmite car's really solid in some of the corners, and
there it is. Yes.
Slightest mistake, runs a little bit wide.
Pressured him off again.
Crossy wants a bit of that, I'd say. Just have a quick look back at the Crossy. Is he going to attack? It'd be silly if he didn't. The gap's there.
Well done, Crossy too. He's put that car in a beautiful position, that car.
Well done.
Ashley's
going to have a bit of fight back.
Yeah.
Now, we've seen this before. We just saw Mudgee and Mark go through this whole section of track side by side. And again, geez, doesn't lend itself to some good racing, this Hockenheim circuit.
Crossy's prevailed.
Crossy has prevailed.
Ashley's come out of behind those two in the end there. He's lost a couple.
Yeah. I'm sure he's...
Only got the one to go now, actually, Davo.
Yes, we wind it down.
Final lap now. We should just pick up on our race leader.
On the final lap, and 11
really just been left alone.
Seconds.
11 seconds out front there.
He just got out in front and
quite clearly.
No.
Yeah.
Yeah, no problem. I mean, look, we're missing another driver tonight, Mr. Joshua
We are
Benninger.
missing Mr. Joshua. Yes, we are in the Porsche.
And I'm sure that Mr. Joshua, if he was here, would have made Glenn's race a totally different race. But
yes. And of
not
course,
to
we
be
had
tonight.
Glenn out with race 2, didn't we, last week?
We did.
With the VR problems, which
Yes.
has obviously given him a clean sweep at this first race today. Dropped himself out of the points and out of the BOP.
Yeah, and it's showing.
It is showing, and he's got that wheat bix to milk ratio absolutely perfect, isn't he?
Perfect. It's all about the ratio. Yes, it's all about ratios here.
Don't want to get your wheat bix too soggy.
No. As he comes up to the start finish line here, and the boys start rattling over the start finish line. I'm just dropped back here, just have a quick look at Steve-O and BK in the Pussycam car, and it is on.
It is
to
on
the last
too. I
little
can see
complex
that.
of corners.
Yes.
Really close together. We got
Nick and Jeffro for second and third, and then, like I say, Pussycam, BK with Steve-O right behind him there for fourth and fifth. Mudgy in sixth place. Mark bringing home the BMW sole entry there in seventh. John Boy's held out Ashley for eighth. And what's happened to Crossy? What's
nicely
happened to
done.
Crossy there?
Crossy and
Aztec and then
somebody
Crossy
else
for 11, 12.
Yeah,
Crossy's
somebody had a little bit of
error there.
Yeah, Crossy and Anthony Trezor were both off as they came into that final complex there. So both off the trail. I don't know whether they had any contact or not, but yeah, we're both off the circuit and getting up to speed again into that last sector. So there we go.
Anthony, Rob Beagles, Nige. Just watching Jake come across for 17th.
And Dre.
Troy is a lap.
Is he run out of fuel?
Down. What's happened to Dre?
Is he out of fuel?
Well, we've
that
got
car is
Owen
moving
just
very
leaving
slow.
the pits. Interesting. We've still a lap to go for Owen. He's just exited the pits there, Dave. It's obviously done a little top up, and look at that last Ferrari crawling round the final corner.
Make it.
Isn't he? He's coming.
Put it in neutral. Lean forward, Dre.
Lean forward, mate. Wiggle the steering wheel, mate. Left to right. Bring it home, buddy.
No.
He's just hidden behind the Emirates sign there at the moment.
Look, he's got all of about bloody 50 metres to go.
There he is. He's still moving.
50 metres must look like about 50 kilometres at the moment.
He's not going to make it, Dave.
That car is not going to make it.
I don't think he's going to make it.
What a tough gig. Oh, dear.
And he's escaped. And actually, that's going to put Owen up a place if he can complete this lap. Yeah.
That's right. That will put Owen into 18th over Dre. Unfortunately, it does happen. We see it quite often. Some of the boys choose to pop in for a bit of a splash and dash, clearly like Owen did. But others choose to take the gamble, and it doesn't always work. There you go. Another interesting twist of the race. God, it wouldn't be normal if there wasn't.
Oh, absolutely. And look, I mean, you and I know you calculate your fuel, and you don't run it to the litre. You give it an extra 5, right?
Wow.
It's okay to finish with a little bit of fuel in your tank. Like, it's better than to not finish at all. And just watching Owen come across the line now after his last splash and dash, and he has taken the 18th spot off.
Yeah, he's done well. Brought the car home nicely.
Well done.
Okay, what a spectacular race that was. Round two, race 1, GT3 series for ASRNZ. We'll take a short break, and we'll be back for the mate game.